everyone, I'm Cathy, the Clumsy Soaper. Today I'd like to share the making of Rind cold processed watermelon soap. Before we start, I would like to thank you for joining me again this week. If you are new here in my channel, please consider subscribing for a weekly soap making video, DIY tutorials, or recipe sharing from me. Soap making is my passion, so I would really appreciate if you can join me in my soap making journey so we can learn and grow together. So, let's get started! Today, we will use 37% lye solution. This is the lye concentration that I use in the no-stick blender CP technique. Be careful when you do this at home and when you handle lye solution because it is caustic and of course it can burn your skin. Once the solution had emulsified, I added the fragrance oil. If you noticed, I've already pre-mixed the red colorant in the oil. This project has 3 parts, and for part 1, we just need the red color. I know that some of you are in search of a true red color in your soap. Here is one of the best red color I've ever used. This is really red mica from Nurture Soaps. Later, for the next color, I'll be using another favorite green color that I found. It is called Evergreen Mica from Crafter's Choice. This is not a sponsored post. The reason why I am mentioning the names of the company where the colorants are from is because I know that you are in search of a nice red and green color because holiday is coming. I used improvised molds in this watermelon soap. The first one is an improvised Pringles can mold. I had a tutorial on how I make the Pringles can mold, so feel free to check that out too. After I poured the red soap butter into the mold, what I did is to make this improvised cover for the Pringles can. The reason why I did this is because I have the chopsticks here and I would like to put the chopsticks at a specific location into the Pringles can. So for me to be able to put them in place, I used the improvised paper cover and then just make holes into this paper cover so that the sticks would be located in the place where I'd like it to be. And the main reason I'm doing this is because I am making a watermelon soap and I would like to have negative spaces in the red part of the watermelon for me to be able to fill it up with a black color at the end of the project so it would look like a watermelon seed. Next, I made the rim part of the soap. I used the same lye concentration. The only difference here was I used evergreen mica and saved some portion of the butter and added titanium dioxide to make it white in color. You may be wondering on where I've been last week. I didn't manage to immediately edit this video because I had cough and colds. Don't worry, I'm better now, but my voice is still husky. So everyone, please take care of yourselves and please be extra careful. Drink lots and lots of vitamins. The weather now is really crazy, so Please be careful and take extra care. Just a heads up, this part of the project was an epic failure. I was supposed to gel the rim part of the soap, but I decided to experiment on whether a pliable rim of a soap dough consistency could also replace the gelled rim. I originally wanted a swirled rim, so I used a comb to create the design. After a day, I unmolded the soap in mold 1 and also unmolded the soap in the improvised wax paper mold for soap number 2, which is the rim part of the project. So you see, this part of the project is where it failed because we really need to have a gel rim to make the soap pliable and flexible at the same time so it will not break even if we bend it or roll it. But it's alright, even if this part is an epic fail, I still want to share it with everyone so you know what to avoid and what you will do next in case you'd like to recreate this design. I felt so bad while I was doing this experiment, but I didn't give up. You all know that red is my favorite color. These two colorants are gifts from my friend Carrie Stephenson of Appalachian Essentials. If you need some molds at affordable prices and shipping within the United States, feel free to visit her Facebook page. I'll put the link to her page in the description box below. Carrie is a very nice lady and I call her my Mimi. So even if it was a failure, I really tried my best to solve this project and tried to push forward and didn't give up. My solution was to still roll the soap even if it breaks. It has a soap dough consistency, so what I did is still roll it even if it breaks. All we need to do is to just press and stick it into the sides of the red soap and make sure that it stays in place by rolling it while pressing it at the same time. I used the OHP sheet and wrapped rubber bands into it to secure the rolled plastic liner and to also ensure that the green will be intact and it would adhere into the red soap. Now that you've seen my failed rimmed soap, it's time for the question of the week. What do you think about my soap epic fail? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below and also feel free to share your epic fail if you have any. After a day, the rim soap is ready, so it's time for us to fill up the negative spaces. So I used activated charcoal melted pour to fill in the gaps. I waited few more hours until the empty soap is ready, and now it's time to cut the soap. Before I forget, I'd also like to mention that I have 2 more ways to create trimmed soap. I made a coffee rimmed empty soap before and also made a rimmed CP lemon soap. I'll put the links to the videos in the description box below. Thank you so much to Mimi Carey for the really red mica and evergreen colorants. I really love it. I love it so much and I plan to use it for my Christmas soap. Thank you!
Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed what I shared, please leave a like and a comment below. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon to keep you posted of my weekly uploads. Until next time.